Right. Right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kobe Smith, and I'm the Small Business Support Specialist for the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce. We are back at it with another one of our small business webinar series. I am here with Julia Gambale, who, for part two of our presentation, and this time she's going to go over using an AI bot to enhance your business growth. Julia, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me back. And I find this piece very interesting because now we're delving even deeper into utilizing AI and what it means to not only generate prompts, but really kind of have a partner, a team member, a brainstorming pal, that sort of thing. So I'm going to bring my presentation up. I am going to talk about not only bots, but avatars and AI twins, and what the difference is between those three things. And then, basically just how easy it is to utilize um, these tools. Again, they are tools. Um, it's not scary. It's actually super helpful. I've been working with clients. I've been talking to colleagues about how you can really utilize this with your human team members as well, or with your clients, or with your colleagues. So this is making artificial intelligence part of your team. So really, we're going to start with which is which, right? There's bots, there's avatars, and there's AI twins. And what do they each do? Um, Bots are primarily focused on automation and interaction, but may lack deep contextual understanding. So, what does that mean? Oftentimes, we've been using some of these tools already. There's chat bots that are on websites or Facebook messages. You can utilize bots in your Facebook messages to kind of answer those very simple FAQ type questions. And you can program bots very easily. Avatars enhance user engagement, so it's a deeper level, and brand representation, right? So in our last webinar, we were talking about making sure you know what your brand representation is, because you're going to be able to better generate successful bots and avatars and AI twins if it knows um, what your brand voice is and what it sounds like and what things look like. It often acts as the face for interactions, but may require intelligence or an AI twin for more complex tasks. Um, and then your AI twin provides the underlying intelligence that can power both bots and avatars, enabling them to learn, adapt, and make informed decisions. And I'll show, what that looks like. So each entity serves a unique purpose and can complement one another. We were talking mostly about marketing and user engagement strategies, so I'm going to stick with that. But for the most part, this is something that also, these are tools that are used in finance, in healthcare. And we're going to talk more about why we want to be very specific with what each of these tools use, or each of these AI team members use. All right, so let's start with bots. A bot is a software application designed to automate tasks in marketing. Um, Bots can interact with customers, they can provide information and assist in lead generation. So this is where you would write a script that either has the FAQ list, and then that way the customer support bots can provide that information instantaneously. What are your hours? What's your telephone number? Do you have this particular product? Can you explain a little bit more about your service? When's the boss going to be in? That sort of thing. So And again, we've seen that already, and we've utilized those types of bots already. Um, Also, data collection, gathering insights from user interactions, which can inform marketing strategies. So, again, if you're inputting information, data from spreadsheets or from your interactions, again writing some sort of script where it pulls that information, you can utilize a bot in order to do that. And then automation, it can automate repetitive tasks like posting on social media or sending emails. Okay, so that's what bots do. So, what are some considerations when we're thinking about how we're utilizing bots? And again, bots can be in existing platforms already, like Slack, like Read AI, Otter, that sort of thing. We had talked about those tools, and there's bot components in those tools. But then there's also bot tools that are standalone tools that you can develop yourself. So when you're considering creating your bots, what you want to do is you want to consider ease of use, right? That's with any kind of platform or any kind of application that you're utilizing. Choose a platform that matches your technical skills. Um, if you know a little bit of HTML, if you know some um, language or that sort of thing, you can use a more enhanced platform. If you kind of like more prompting or pick and play sort of thing, then you're going to use something that's a little bit easier. Integration is a consideration. So you want to ensure that you can integrate with your existing systems. You don't want to create whole new systems. So if you're already using MailChimp, if you're already using Slack, if you are already using Sprout Social or Hootsuite, well, are those easy to integrate? All these different systems that you're using. And scalability, right? Consider whether that platform can grow with your business needs. So each platform has its strengths. So the best choice depends on your specific requirements and goals. As with any platform, um, for any of the tasks or any of the strategies that you're trying to use. So these are just a few of the tools that you can consider for platforms, and we've kind of grouped them by the type that you may or may not use, right? So a chatbot platform, Chatfuel is actually a bot that's more of an enhanced bot for Facebook Messenger. It's user friendly and it requires no coding. So if you don't want to get into the weeds with coding, this is really great chatbot for you. ManyChat is another great choice. Again, this is for they use Facebook Messenger as their example, and it offers, remember I said this, drag and drop features and marketing tools. So just really putting together what you need based on prompting. There's TDO, which combines live chat and chatbot functionalities, and this is suitable for your websites. This is one of the more recent platforms that have come up for specifically for website chatbots. Again, this is something that we've been using for a really long time. So then you have your general development platforms. So there's Dialogflow, and this is powered by Google. A lot of you're going to see these names come up: Google and Microsoft, IBM, AWS, the Amazon web services or web systems. It allows you to create conversational interfaces across various platforms, and it supports voice to text queries as well. So this is something that you might want to consider if there's a lot of voice to text going on. And then Microsoft, another example of a platform that we're used to, a brand that we're used to. The Microsoft Bot Framework. And this is a robust framework for building bots that can integrate with multiple channels, including Skype, Slack, and where we are right now on Microsoft Teams. And then another no-code platform that's really robust, two of them. There's Landbot, and this is a no-code platform that enables you to create interactive chatbots for websites and messaging apps. It's wide and varied and robust in what it delivers. And then Botsify. So this also offers, I did mostly no code platforms or interfaces. And this again is for building chatbots for different platforms, including websites and social media as well. I just want to stop sharing for 1 second, and I'm going to go to one of the examples. I'm going to go to Landbot, and I haven't played around with with Landbot as of yet, but I just want to show what this platform looks like and how it's very drag and drop, right? So it's easy to understand. This is the website. It's app.landbot.io, and you have a dashboard with your workspace. Um, the red bar, you want to build a chat bot. What kind of bot are you going to launch? I want a web bot or I want Messenger right here. And then you can either start from scratch or use a template. Nope, no templates. Um, I think I have to upload templates. But anywho, you can just start creating within this space, and it tells you step by step what you want to do. And I think this is just because it's the trial version. But then it will also have your metrics, which is what we talked about in the last webinar, making sure that you have metrics so you can make decisions. So these metrics are based on conversations data, what's being pulled from there. And you can do a raw data export and integrate that with other information. And then here's your integrations. So these are all the platforms that this particular platform, Landbot, integrates with Calendly, with Facebook Messenger, with HubSpot, with Google Sheets, with MailChimp. These are just all platforms with Slack that I had mentioned. So going back to the previous slide, just making sure you understand what you want your bot to do and what you want your bot to integrate with. And I'm gonna reshare my presentation. And just take a 20-30 minutes in your day and just explore what platforms kind of um, feel good for you. And then the other type of bot in this realm, there's actually a Shopify chat bot for e-commerce. So if you have an online store, platforms like Shopify offer built-in chatbot integrations. So this is just really how integrated into our systems, into our customer service, into our marketing chatbots really are. And it's just adding more and more layers and more kind of like robust um, tasks, which hopefully makes your job a lot easier. That's the whole point. You can go on creating, you can go on innovating. So then we move on to avatars. So an avatar is a digital representation of a user or a brand, and then often personified as a character that can interact with users. So avatars can create more personalized, engaging experience for users. Often they can be animated, or they can look very, very real. They can embody the brand's personality and help to convey its value and message. Notice how, as I'm explaining this, we're always going back to branding. We're always going back to what is that brand voice? What is that essence that makes your brand, whether it's your personal brand or it's your overarching brand, unique, right? Unique selling proposition. Interactive experiences, avatars can be used in virtual environments or gamified experiences to promote products. Quick story, I'm actually taking, or I had completed a webinar in Masterclass and on masterclass.com. And one of the components, one of the modules was actually taught by an avatar as opposed to the real people that were teaching that class. So it was really interesting. Again, what are some considerations? Brand alignment, the values and personality. Avatar should reflect your brand values, mission, and personality. Whether it's playful, professional, friendly, authoritative, information, education. Um, there's lots of ways to make sure that again your brand is very detailed and very distinct. Visual identity. Ensure the avatar's design aligns with your brand colors, logo, and overall aesthetic. And a little bit later on in the presentation, I'm going to show you um, some of the avatar components where you build a brand kit, much in the same way as if you use Canva or if you use Adobe or Hootsuite, where they the platform will prompt you to upload your logo, your hex colors, um, your voice. And nowadays, and especially with the avatars and with your AI twins, they will actually ask you or prompt you to upload photos, to upload video, and specifically video of you talking, of you speaking, and how you speak. I tend to speak a lot with my hands when I'm explaining things. So when I'm going to build my AI twin, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to use the cadence of my voice. The cadence of my voice is going to be different than the cadence of Kobe's voice, or it's going to be different than the cadence of your voice. Um, so things to think about as we go deeper and deeper into the AI generation of personas. Think about the target audience, the demographic. So when you're understanding your audience, age, gender, interests, background, the avatar should resonate with them and be relatable. Psychographics. Again, this is all stuff that all we're bringing back everything that we're talking about when we're talking about marketing strategy and target audience in general. Consider interests, values, lifestyles of your audience. The avatar should reflect characteristics that your audience admires or aspires to, right? You want to have that relatability. Your avatar is is the component, is the team member when you're not there, when your human team members are not there. The avatar is going to be the one that's there for you, that's going to be representing. Also, cultural sensitivity. This is a big one. Ensure the avatar is inclusive, does not inadvertently offend or alienate any group. So consider cultural nuances and representation as well, and diversity. Um, Representing different segments of your audience. Again, this is all, it's also it's living experience 101 and it's marketing 101 as well. Then I'm moving on to AI. This is the big one right here. And it's just how to make you you. What does an AI twin do? It does everything that you have time for and you don't have time for. AI twins can analyze vast amount of data to provide insights and predictive analytics. This is something that takes time. And instead of shuffling through different websites or different um, pages of your Google Sheets or that sort of thing, having one process um, that's repeatable, that's templated, and have your AI twin do that work. Personalization can tailor marketing strategy based on user behavior and preferences, creating highly personalized experiences. And then scenario stimulation as well. AI twins can model different marketing scenarios to forecast outcomes and optimize strategy, right? So the difference right now that we're seeing, based on everything that I said, between a bot and all the way over to an AI twin is vast, right? Bots can only basically do um, tasks that are you upload the process and you say, okay, bot, go do this thing, and this is all you have to do. Whereas your AI twin is constantly generating scenarios, generating those relationships that those avatars are communicating through. So, what are some considerations? You want to think about purpose and use case. So, you want to give your AI twin very specific goals. What do you want that twin to do to achieve? Predictive analytics, process optimization, customer personalization, right? These are all things that are time consuming, and it may be things that you as a human, and I know I as a human, I may not think of all these things. But if I have an AI twin and I'm going back and forth with that AI twin, what about this scenario? What about this scenario? And the twin's like, hey, what about this scenario? I've seen, this particular trend coming up in your customer interactions. Industry relevance. Choose a platform that is tailored for your industry. I've mentioned this before. There are industry specific platforms, whether you're talking about a chatbot platform, an avatar platform, or this AI twin platform. So, manufacturing, healthcare, retail, financial, any sector at all. Um, and so the tools for consideration, again, we're thinking about looking at um, names that we're familiar with. So Microsoft Azure has digital twins, the capability to create. So this is a very user-friendly platform. It's within the Microsoft suite, and models and visualize digital twins of even physical environment. It's easy to use, intuitive, and the integration with the other Azure products make it accessible for users with varying technical backgrounds. And I think this is one of the things that's just really important because um, we all know that if we have to learn another thing, we don't want it to be very technically uh, difficult, unless that's how we're wired. Is it's like I'm going to conquer this next technical um, tool. There's also AWS Twin Maker. It's designed to simplify the development of digital twins using, again, another suite, the Amazon suite. It provides a straightforward setup process and integrates well with existing products, tools. And then again, this makes it easy and familiar within the ecosystem. And then there's C3 AI. I don't think I have very many more examples, but this is an enterprise AI platform that includes tools for building AI twins. So it's just one of the many in that suite. It features a low code environment, right? So that means there is a little bit of coding involved. that simplifies the development process, making it accessible to users without extensive coding skills. And it just goes on and on. With either drag and drop options, coding options, low code, high code. So you really have to figure out, again, what it is that you're comfortable with. When we're talking about bots and avatars and twins, there are ethical considerations, as with anything else, right? So, transparency and disclosure. Um, one of the things that you could actually do is have a marketing campaign where you introduce your bot or introduce your AI twin that's going to make things easier for your client or your customer. As with websites or utilizing social media or CRM, there's data privacy and security, and making sure that you're upfront about that as well. What data is being used and how secure your client or your customer's information is with these tools, as with any tools, right? So when you have a privacy policy on your website, same thing. um, Bias and fairness, making sure that, again, across the board, that um, every culture is being acknowledged and represented. Authenticity and honesty, again, human oversight and responsibility as well. So when we were talking about in the past webinar about making sure that when you're creating those prompts, this is much more than creating prompts, right? This is creating prompts, this is creating processes, this is creating conversations, making sure that there is a human, you, a team member, an employee, someone that's looking over all of this and making sure that all of these processes are being followed, that that brand is being followed, that privacy is being recognized, security is in place, intellectual property rights as well, and then also customer autonomy and consent, right, which goes back to transparency and disclosure. So making sure that that customer understands that sometimes they are talking to an avatar or an AI twin or a bot, and they're providing information, and that information is private and secure as well, right? So all of these kind of cycle into each other. Um, I just want to show one more thing, and I think I have it up. I'm going to stop sharing this. That was a lot of information.
No, it's all good though.
So I was just playing around yesterday a little bit, and I didn't do anything fancy at all. So I apologize for the very simplistic nature of this. But this is one of the tools that I've been utilizing and testing out for myself and for clients. And um, I'm just going to go ahead and play. It's 14 seconds, and I'm going to go back to the dashboard to show you where I got it from. So here, just to play with it, I uploaded a photo, and then I uploaded a tiny script. I didn't share, did I?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think you shared it
I
yet.
was like, oh my, say 14 seconds. I set it up and then I didn't even share it. All right. So I'm sorry. You have to hear it one more time, but this time with the photo.
Page 6, Writing for AI in your brand manual, makes things more efficient for you, your marketing team/agency, and your employees. AI is not there to take the place of you or your team or your agency. It's there to enhance and expand.
So again, it was just a little snippet of, what you can do as far as creating an avatar or creating your AI twin. So this is Hey Jen. And it's an AI spokesperson. It's called, the brand is an AI spokesperson creation center. So you can see I can upload a photo or a video, and I have my avatar, my AI voice, what I want to sound like, my brand kit, all those things that I talked about previously. Um, you can upload a script or create a script right on the spot. And again, this is some of these integrations. Think about what you want to integrate with. Do you use Canva a lot? Do you use Adobe a lot? Um, do you have scripts that you want to voice in HubSpot? Um, all things to take into consideration. So hopefully that gave a little bit of background, a little bit of context to what bots, avatars, and AI twins are and how to use them.
Oh, Julia, I just want to say thank you. You taught me so much in this presentation, and I know definitely everyone that's listening and watching this will gain some vast knowledge and information on these tools. It's important for people to understand how to utilize them because artificial intelligence is here. It's it's always evolving. There's new tools that they're creating every single day. And the most important thing is you don't want people to feel left behind. So I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to go over these. I guess my last thing before we go is if people have questions or might need your assistance, how can people reach out to you?
Yeah, so that was actually a slide and I didn't even post it.
It happens.
I'm so excited about showing how it all works. Do I even have this up? Yep, this is me. How to reach the real me. So if you look me up on LinkedIn, it's Julia Gambale. I can be reached at chisosocial@gmail.com. And my phone number, my business phone number is up there as well.
Oh, you didn't share it.
Oh, I didn't even share it. Gosh
Share the
darn it. You
screen.
know what? It's just silly. Now I did.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yep, there it is.
There I go. Yeah. Anywhere you want to find me, that's where I am. Via
Okay.
my name.
Thank you. Thank you. Julia, I truly appreciate this. It's been great. Like I said before, I learned so much and I can't wait to see what people get from this and learn about AI and implement into not only their life but their business so they can become more successful.
Yep, absolutely. That's the thing. The more time that you have, the more that you utilize these tools and processes, the more time you have to create and innovate in the business that you really, really love.
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been tuning in. We just finished a part two of how to use AI, bots, twins, and avatars to help you enhance your small business. So thank you, Julia. I look forward to speaking with you soon. And who knows, we might even do another one soon.
Yeah, maybe. Alrighty. Thank
Thank you
you.
for your time.
All right. Thank you.